Here it is, my fellow mobile gamers of YouTube. Shadowgun War Games has finally released on Android and iOS, and this is the closest I've been to playing an actual Overwatch game on mobile. And the fact that it has been made by MADFINGER Games just makes that even better, because these developers, well, they know how to make mobile shooters at this point, and their latest installment in the franchise, Shadowgun Legends, which I'm sure many of you guys have heard of because that game became a huge success, is actually a very decent multiplayer shooter as well, whereas back in the day, they made single-player shooters. So, I am excited about Wargames, and today we're gonna see what this game has to offer, and I'm gonna talk about what I like about it, what I dislike about it, and where I hope to see this game going in the future. Now, the great thing about Wargames is that the game is actually fun to play. I know that sounds so fundamental, but it means that I know already by now that I'm gonna have a blast making this video, and I hope that you guys will enjoy watching it as well. We're gonna go into a normal team deathmatch mode here, and hopefully we'll win one or maybe two of these matches today. But if you find throughout this video that you do enjoy your time here as well, then consider paying some attention to that subscribe button for more mobile gaming goodness. But let's waste no time though. We're looking for match 13 seconds in. I think we're gonna find one very quickly, but it is worth pointing out that it looks like we're being matched against actual other players. So sometimes you do have to wait 30, maybe 40 seconds to be matched, but this is definitely preferred, I think, over just playing against bots instead. So it's time to pick our character, and we're gonna go with Sarah here, and already here from the beginning, before the match has even really started, it's clear to see where Wargames has gotten its inspiration from. The graphics, the UI, the voiceover, it all just shouts Overwatch. And I mean, seriously, the hero we're gonna play as now is called Sarah, which rhymes very conveniently with Farah, which is the name of the character in Overwatch that has the somewhat same abilities as this Sarah character here in Wargames. But I don't necessarily mean this as a bad thing, by the way. Overwatch is a super fun game, so having an Overwatch-like game on mobile, well, that's frankly a dream come true for a mobile gamer like myself. Now, this map always gets me because I always fall down there. Wait, actually, there's an enemy down here. Let's see if we can take her or him out. We're doing some decent damage here with this rocket launcher, by the way, but we do have two different weapons. In fact, every character in this game has two different weapons and then two different abilities with those weapons. So this is our main gun. This is our rocket launcher, but then we can switch to this assault rifle instead. That is really great for close quarter combat. And then we have two different abilities. First one is a shield that can block damage, well, for us and all of our allies. And then the other one is a healing ability that can either heal our allies or even heal ourselves if we walk into it and we are being attacked from behind by, well, that guy, by the way. He's a tank, so he has a lot of HP. He's very difficult to take out alone, as you could see, because we died there. Now, for all the praise I've given Wargames already, by the way, I don't really truly think that the controls are amazing. Which is really unfortunate for a shooter on mobile. I mean, it really has to just be, it has to be perfect, honestly, in order to give a good gameplay experience. And while I do enjoy the overall gameplay experience, the controls, they just have me a bit puzzled, I guess, because first of all, there's no trigger button on the left side of the screen. So, you know, we move on the left side, we look around on the right side, but how on earth am I gonna aim and shoot at the same time if I can't have a trigger button on the left side and I have to have a finger on the right side to even aim my gun? That's, you know, that's something I don't really understand, and I did go into the settings, and I did try to change this, but it turns out you actually can't change this in the settings, so that's really unfortunate. Now, I did also have to turn down the sensitivity all the way down, because that was, frankly, really horrible as well. It was way, way, way too sensitive, at least on my screen, but I do admit that that probably will differ a bit depending on which device you're using, and also your temper. I mean, some people might be able to control the game with very high sensitivity settings, but I sure am not. Now, we had to run away from those enemies over there. They were really ganging up on us. So now we're gonna hopefully go back and try to surprise them. And I'm gonna switch to our machine gun here and hopefully, you know, wait, we gotta do the shield. I was about to say that hopefully we can outlast this guy. And so far it's looking okay. We have the most HP, it seems, but he disappeared. That's one of his two abilities. Where did he go? Oh, he's behind us. He's behind us. Fortunately, we can shoot through our own shield. And there we go. We took him out. That was another kill for our team. So right now we have 15 points. You can see that in the top of the screen, in the top middle of the screen. And the opponents have 13 and we had 15. So that's actually pretty good. Let's switch back to our main gun here. Now we can actually run out of ammo, so we do have to constantly run around here and pick up ammo. I think we're gonna get attacked from behind, aren't we? Yes, we we died by that bunny character, I don't know what it's called, bunny-like character from behind. Now, I do want to say, by the way, that my issues with the controls might just be local to me. I haven't heard too many people complain about it yet, so do let me know how you find it if you've already played the game in the comment section down below this video. But even if it doesn't work out perfectly for now, the game is still brand new, so I am still very optimistic because I like the overall gameplay experience, and I think that, you know, controls is something that can be updated over time, and we've seen that with many mobile games in the past, especially shooters. Typically, it takes a bit for the developers to really get it right. I guess I was just a bit surprised because MADFINGER Games have been making lots of mobile shooters, and, you know, I kind of expected them to be able to get this right from the get-go at this point, because they've made, you know what, I think they've made about at least 4 mobile shooters at this point. Now, we're definitely gonna die here if we don't get out of here right now. So let's use our shield and let's use our healing ability to heal ourselves up again. Yes, there we go. This is a really strong character, by the way. I think Sarah is definitely, I was about to call it Farah. Sarah is definitely my favorite character in this game. It is kind of weird that we can't change character mid-game, though. That's something I really loved about Overwatch. So I hope that that's something that will be changed in the future so that we can actually change in the middle of the game if we want to. There are only 3 characters unlocked for me right now, with 5 characters in total in the game. The rest 2 are gonna be unlocked through just normal progression, by the way, so don't worry, you don't have to pay for any of that. We'll get back to talking a bit more about the monetization system later on, but I just don't understand why we can't be allowed to change our character. I really love that in Overwatch. And talking about things I would love to see changed in the future, I would actually love to see MADFINGER Games just go all in. I mean, they are already copying Overwatch, so just do that completely. Completely rip off Overwatch. I know it sounds weird, but I would actually be okay with that. I mean, I love Overwatch, and I feel like if MADFINGER Games could just get all the goofy game modes from Overwatch in here, and if they could add, you know, obviously not the same characters as in Overwatch, but, you know, similar characters or a similar roster of different types of characters to the game, then I think they have a real winner on their hands here, and I think that this could become one of the most popular mobile shooters, both on Android and on iOS. Now, we do need a guild system, though. That can't arrive soon enough, honestly. Social elements are very important to shooters on mobile, especially shooters, but really any type of multiplayer game, obviously, on mobile. Now, we won this match here, and what did we get? Team Death Match Victory, Double Kill, and Revenge, and we almost leveled up to level 6, so it looks like we did complete a challenge as well, and these challenges reward us points, and these points, if we get enough of them, allows us to level up our battle pass, and this is, of course, one of the ways that this game monetizes. And on that topic, let's just talk briefly about the monetization system before we then head into another game mode, because there are already 2 game modes in this game, by the way. But of course, I just want to first emphasize that I don't want these developers to copy Overwatch completely. When I said that, I just meant that the overall gameplay feel, I would love to see something similar on mobile. I heard a rumor once that Blizzard might be making an Overwatch game on mobile, but in case that doesn't happen, I think Wargames is the best we're gonna get. So, as for the monetization of this game, there's some really good news, actually. It seems like it's only based purely on cosmetics, just like in Overwatch, at least for now, and if it stays this way, it could mean that Wargames is one of, if not the most fair and most competitive multiplayer shooter on mobile these days. So what we buy here in the shop are specific cosmetics, unlike Overwatch, where we have to buy loot boxes and just kind of hope for the best. And then secondly, we can of course also buy the battle pass, with the small one costing $10 per season and the big one going up to $30 per season. Alright then, we played and we won the normal team deathmatch mode, but now it's time for my favorite game mode, which is the capture the flag game mode. This one is a bit more interesting, I find. There's some more dynamic gameplay to it, because we don't always just spawn in one end and have to run to the other end and shoot the opponents. We actually have an objective. We have to get the flag, we have to get it back to our base, while also, of course, protecting our base from simultaneously being attacked by the opponents. I love this game mode. I hope you're gonna enjoy it as well. I hope we're gonna win, and I hope that our team is somewhat decent. I hope that they will play along, go for the objective. You know, with these capture the flag game modes, you really don't have to shoot the opponents except for if they are gonna shoot you. You just have to go for the objective, get to the flag, whatever it costs, get back with the flag, whatever it costs, and then you earn a point, and then, you know, the next match starts. And there we go. We already failed miserably with that strategy, but it's not over yet though. The match has only just started. I do like what MADFINGER Games is trying to do with Wargames, by the way. I think it has potential, and I don't think you'll regret getting into the game at this stage if you're interested in the game. Yes, the servers do have a few hiccups sometimes. I certainly experienced that, but there is a chance that this will already have been fixed by the time you guys are watching this video, for example. So let me know what you think about Wargames. Are you in the market for a new shooter, or have you already tried Wargames? Let's discuss that in the comments. And now I will move on to the mobile gaming news of the day, which is also about a mobile shooter, Call of Duty Mobile, which had the best launch quarter of any mobile game since Pokemon Go, getting over 180 million downloads in those first 3 months after release of the game. And I just checked the action games category on Google Play in Denmark before I started recording this video, and Call of Duty Mobile is still in the top 10, both in terms of revenue and in terms of downloads. And from looking back at the comments on my Call of Duty Mobile video, I know that a lot of you guys actually played the game, but do you still play it though? I'd be curious to hear why you quit. If you did, I don't play it as much as I did back then anymore, sadly. In fact, it's been a very long time since I logged in. So let me know in the comments if you also quit and why that is in that case. And then let's end it off here for today. So thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.